I love Paul Phoenix, y'all. But I don't think Harada don't. Because the way the story was from the beginning of Tekken to now, dreadful. And we're gonna talk about it here. We're gonna react to Weeknight's The Rise of Paul, The Rise and Fall of Paul Phoenix. So let's get busy.
Let's talk about Paul Phoenix. No, not you. Get out of here. Scoot, shoot. Sorry about that. The Paul Phoenix I actually want to talk about is this Paul Phoenix. You see, there are actually...
This is my man right here. This is my dude. He one of my mains. Number 2. Number 1 right now is Kazuya. Before that, it was Paul. But now I want to use more of the Mishimas. Mainly Kazuya. Because he's the evil badass that I like. I like that kind of villain. Once again, saw my other video. I talked about how much of a villain Kazuya was.
Actually, 2 Paul Phoenixes. There's Paul Phoenix and Paul Phoenix.
Let me show you.
That's a
Tekken 8, yeah.
Forget about that.
Allow me to explain. The Paul from Tekken 1 to Tekken 4 is strong, confident, hot-headed. He's admired worldwide, and he is the man who defeated Ogre. Paul from Tekken 5 to Tekken 8 is described as, and this is what is on the wiki, overconfident, muscle-brained, and slightly dim-witted. It's just such a...
Really, Harada? From 1 to even 4. I'm sorry. 4 was the combination of like peak writing for Tekken. And that just went downhill from there, bro. And I know the sales for Tekken 4 wasn't it. Because the gameplay of Tekken 4 wasn't it. Because it wasn't true Tekken, according to the fans. And I'm not gonna lie. I look at Tekken 4 to be like a inspiration from, not from Virtual Fighter, but from Dead or Alive. If you see Dead or Alive 3, you see how like the stage transitions be like from here to there. But for Tekken 4, it's like a big old plane. With this, some places have walls, some places have no walls. And the stages that have dual is like way more compacted to be like, yeah, some of the traditional Tekken thing. Sometimes we have endless stages in like the old Tekkens. But in 4, we have like small layers. It's not more plain, it's like this. And when we fight in just like the mall, for example, we just having certain moves that's not hitting and the combo's not consistent. So it was wonky as like a competitive field. Which is why it didn't do so well when it comes to like the numbers. I did heard like someone on Twitter or someone mentioned that Harada like took a break from the company. Or would it be like on those icebergs where I reacted to on my channel where Harada just like disappeared for a week and no one heard of him until he came back. Maybe because he was depressed of Tekken 4? Like I said, the numbers be the numbers, man. Even though Tekken 4 was a passion, somewhat of a passion project, like, explaining on the lore and whatnot, the numbers are the numbers.
It's just it's just such a shame that the man once defeating gods is reduced to a comic relief character. To me, they had a perfect opportunity to allow Paul to regain some respect in Tekken 8 without impacting the story at all. I'll go over this scenario towards the end of the video. For now, let's discuss the rise and fall of Paul Phoenix. Let's go back to the beginning. Paul is one of 3 characters that has been featured in every single Tekken game. Want to know the other 2? Go watch this video. Shameless plug. Okay, moving on. According to the Tekken 1 manual, it is stated that Paul
I was planning to react to this video, but after a while, seeing the video, I'm like, it's whatever to me. Not a bad video, but not a video I'll just react to. I just changed my mind halfway through. It's like, yo, it's a dope video, but it's nah. But I recommend you watch on Weeknight's video on his channel with the active and forgotten characters.
Previously fought Kazuya Mishima to a draw, and this is a feat in itself. While this isn't prime Kazuya, we all know how much of a beast he is. Anyway, sticking to the lore of Tekken 1, Paul made it all the way to the semis, beating Kuma. Trust me, this is important. Once he beat Kuma, he faced Kazuya and lost. He never fought Heihachi, who also lost to Kazuya. Could Paul beat Heihachi in Tekken 1? Maybe, but we'll never know for sure. So, in Tekken 1, Paul...
That's a big deal. Think about it. Paul Phoenix versus Heihachi Mishima. Although I think they do fight in Tekken 2. Tekken 1. If Paul beaten Heihachi, this dude would have won it all. If not for the plot. Paul Finn's would be the best in the world, legit. I don't even know how we run Mishima Zaibatsu, but yeah, this man would be like world renowned, be considered the best in the world if he won Tekken 1. That's on me. I'm telling y'all that.
Is a top 3 fighter. In Tekken 2, Paul is back to prove that he is the strongest to get his rematch with Kazuya.
Yeah.
At some point during the tournament, Paul faced Kuma and beat him again. This is important, trust me. And this is where the lore gets a bit funny, because the wiki says that he made it to the finals earning a rematch with Kazuya. But due to traffic caused by an accident, this is such a stupid lore reason, he had to forfeit his spot to Heihachi. I was always under the impression that Paul had to face Heihachi but missed that match, putting Heihachi through to the finals. So did he beat Heihachi previously? I'm unsure. But either way, Paul is still a top 3, if not a top 2 fighter, right alongside the Mishimas.
Yeah, that's my problem, bro. Like, people be saying when it comes to like power and skill, that Fane Wei or Brian Fury can be up there when it comes to like, going hands with the Mishimas. But we never got that kind of fight type of thing. And please, do not tell me Tag 2. Tag 2 is excluded. That's not canon. But yeah, we never seen that kind of like, other people besides the Mishimas who can throw hands with each other. Everybody else is just fodder.
Alongside the Mishimas. Tekken 3. Paul is back for the King of Iron Fist Tournament 3. His rematch with Kazuya will have to wait though, because Kazuya is unalive. As per the wiki and the Tekken 4 prelude to Paul went undefeated through the King of Iron Fist Tournament 3, defeating fighters including Kuma's son, Kuma. Yes, that's his name. And Jin Kazuma, knocking...
Come on, what are the numbers up, bro? People were saying like, yo, what's Kuma's this? What Kuma's that? Call him Kuma 1, the father. The first pet of Heihachi. Who's Kuma 2, the son? Heihachi's pet still. Because the other one died, their ages is not like human ages, so they're not gonna last long. They're not gonna like be having a long life or whatever. It's going to show how long will Kuma last in in this new era of Tekken, since his lifespan is just been long. I think it's kind of short. Yeah, it's short. It's definitely short. Consider the fact that this is like a 2-3 year time span from Tekken 3 to Tekken 8. Yeah, the whole timeline from 3 to 8 is like happened span of a few years. Let that sink in.
Knocking them out of the tournament. He also went and defeated the big bad ogre, a demon, alien, biological weapon. It's a bit up in the air what it actually is, but it's referred to as the God of Fighting. This God of Fighting killed...
I'm not even sure he's a legitimate god or just that his title. But all we know that the only god status he had is like he's able to like take the skill sets of every fighter that he defeats or smoked. Like for example, King 1 got clapped by this monster. And I think Brett Toussaint got clapped as well, but he was still alive somehow. Everybody else gets bodied. Unfortunately.
The original king and beat Beck so bad he got put into a year-long coma. So anyway, Paul beat that guy and said, well, my job here is done, and he bounced. And you know what? Fair enough, because how was he even meant to know that Ogre would transform? He could have been standing there for an hour for all we know. So yeah, Paul left, and Ogre transformed into True Ogre, its final form. Jin decides to re-enter himself into the tournament to face True Ogre because things are all personal, kid, and defeated True Ogre. Yeah. So basically, Jin cheated Paul out of his victory. Irrespective of these events, Paul is arguably the strongest fighter at this stage. Because I'm pretty sure that Heihachi lost to True Ogre. I don't know, but let's just say for the sake of this video that he did.
Wait. I always consider the fact that Heihachi just hosted King of Iron Fist. I thought he hosted and just like become the guy in the background. The way he is in Bloodline. But then again, Bloodline is a mixed bag of like inconsistencies when it comes to like having characters from 4 and 5 being in the mix. Like screwing up the timeline. Like when they introduce him the fight. It made no sense, especially with the designs with the characters too. Julia Chen should not have the stuff she had. Like, but then again, three is not clicking with her new design in seven. But then again, I know because of like cultural differences and it might be offensive with her Tekken 3 design, but you know, you're giving her stuff from 4. What? Come on. Her outfit in 4, the jeans, alley oop. Oh my gosh, bro.
Okay, so I'm going to make a quick detour to discuss Paul in Tekken Bloodline, which came out in August 2022. In summary, Bloodline is a Netflix adapted story of the events of Tekken 3. I'm actually unsure if Bloodline is canon or not. Some sources say it is, others say it's just purely an adaptation. Paul definitely has a good showing in Bloodline. Others hold him.
This is the one I'm talking about. That crap right here, makes 0 sense. Look at Julia Chen. Why? Just give her the jean outfit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it looks. Ugh. I think the purple, the pink is killing it for her. I ain't gonna lie. Nina Williams there too. I don't know why she's there. She didn't have to be there. Paul just being Paul, bro. I hate the damn shadows, bro. Whoever cooked, don't cook like this again. There's no point to have the shadows like this, bro. Because the sun literally on you. Jeez, I can't mess up that bad in animation, bro. Come on, man.
In such a high regard, and he comes across as such a genuine, down-to-earth guy that holds a lot of confidence in his ability. You can't not like the guy. Of course, he beats Kuma in this universe as well, and he makes it all the way to the semis where he lost to King. There's a few matches here that don't make a lot of sense to me, like Ling Xiaoyu beating Nina Williams. How does this even work? Oh, Ling is smart. Cool, man. Nina is a literal assassin. Sorry, moving on. Anyway, as Paul is about to face King, Heihachi says this to Jin.
Yeah, power scaling in this one is shoddy. Especially if the King. I'm like, yeah, no, this is King 2. Why King 2 this strong? Dang, bro. Maybe because of the love of the game will come to wrestling, and they just gave him, that boost of something strong, something like empowered. Yeah, Xiaoyu lost to King. Should never have win against Nina. Make no sense. 0 sense.
Paul is about to face King. Heihachi says this to Jin, confirming Paul as a certified beast.
Had it not been for the power of the Devil Gene, Paul Phoenix would have defeated your father.
Plus 10 respect points to you, Paul. Nice job.
But then lost to King.
So from here moving forward, I'm going to discuss the events leading on from Tekken 3 and not Bloodline.
I won't be surprised.
I think we can say that the event from Tekken 3 is canon. Otherwise, the story's flow is all weird. But then again, that's just Tekken in a nutshell. So we are talking as if Paul beat Ogre, bounced, and Jin took the credit. So, Tekken 4. Bad times for Paul.
But he still beats Ogre. I'm not saying he should have smoked Ogre. I'm saying, legitimate fight. He beats Ogre. That credibility to Paul is himself, okay? Now, could he beat true Ogre? I don't know. I have no idea. Heck, Tekken 8 right now. What the story is right now, who could have beaten true Ogre? Brian Fury? He's a super strong android. Fang Wei? Strong martial artist. But his rival is freaking Leroy. Could Leroy beat true Ogre? Probably not. But to give him that respect, I guess he'll withstand a chance. I guess. Who else? Not the Williams, not Steve. Certainly no jobbers like Ahsoka. I don't see Harong doing that, even though he's Jin's rival. I don't mean much. By being a rival character, does that mean that rival beats anybody the rival beats? You know what I'm saying? Can what? Shoot. Could Sasuke beat Gaara if he's a rival of Naruto? No, we saw in the show. Gaara smacked up Sasuke, and Naruto coming for the save with the knowledge he has, and the jutsu he has, and the power he has. He was able to defeat Gaara. So it doesn't work all the time. It doesn't. It all depends on each and every character what they have in their toolkit, and Naruto got it in the bag. With all the help he got, he eventually defeated Gaara. So I prefer any other rivals, but yeah, this is Paul's show. So let's continue.
Very few people believed he went undefeated and was the one to initially beat Ogre. This causes his dojo to go out of business, causing Paul to be broke. One day, Paul comes across a newspaper flyer announcing the King of Iron Fist Tournament 4. As stated in the Tekken 4 strategy guide, Paul, burning with the desire to win this tournament, decided to give it his all once again to prove that he was the one true champion. Once and for all, he had to win. Sounds like the perfect setting for a redemption. Yeah, well, you would be wrong, because Kuma defeats Paul.
Not Kuma again.
This apparently happens in the early...
Not Kuma again. And I'm like... Huh? Word? This is what I'm talking about. Tekken stories went downhill at the 4. Cause how makes the sense of that? And I think like people like say online that Paul was not in the right mind or Kuma was getting stronger behind the scenes because newsflash, he was being raised by Heihachi. So certain moves he will have in his toolkit. I'm talking about Kuma. He was able to do extremely well against Paul. But the fact that he
stages of the tournament.
Anyway.
Let me give Kuma some credit. He is trained by Hachi himself, and he did go spend time in his natural habitat to help rebuild the animal instincts he felt he lost due to being in the comfort of luxury, so that he could get his revenge on Paul. And he succeeded. Kuma is tough. I mean, he is a bear, but he's not a top tier law fighter, at least in my opinion. Some people say the end of Tekken 3 was the beginning of the downfall, but the moment he lost to Kuma, that was the beginning of the end in my opinion.
I was Tekken 5. And Tekken 5 story is not good at all, bro. But I'll probably put my own video together and say why Tekken 5 story is just bad. And why was the true the true decline of the quality of storytelling from Tekken on afterwards. But yeah, Tekken 6 didn't help. Tekken 7 helped a little bit, but that was strictly just the Mishimas. 8, not either. I like this ending a lot. It was emotional.
Paul! Hey, Paul!
Hey, Paul!
Paul!
Oh! Hello.
Ain't my stuff.
Hey, my stuff. Hey. He just rides off to the light. Goes whatever, man. Wow.
So, before the King of Iron Fist Tournament 5, Paul reflected on his loss to Kuma and realized that he was defeated due to being overconfident, training from scratch to rediscover what he had lost. Judging from the images, he basically went to the forest, kicked some trees, and he was good again. Anyway, it must have paid off because, surprise, he got matched up against Kuma again. And while it was a tough battle, Paul takes the W.
I finally mopped the floor with your bare hide!
What do you mean finally? You've beaten Kuma every other time.
Rin.
God, this is lazy writing. So, looks like Paul is on the right track to getting back to the top, yeah? Well, you're wrong again, because Paul was a tired boy after his fight with Kuma, and he had to bounce from the tournament. And that's all I have to say for him in Tekken 5.
I mean, who will be left? Who will be left? Wong Ji-Wei? Sayu's grandfather? Maybe. I don't know how strong he is, bro. I don't know what... I think... Bro, you haven't seen that dude since Tekken 2, bro. He's another character like it was so completely forgettable type beat. And I'm like... Yo. Brecto's son was not forgettable. He's dope. He's dope. And I think he had like the better like taekwondo compared to like Howrong. Cause it like integrated into the dude. I see myself like being like a damn taekwondo dude. You know what I'm saying? Like the fundamentals, that was Brecto's song. But the style, that was Howrong.
5. Tekken 6. Tekken 6 is peak sad for Paul in my opinion. So at this point, Paul has a serious amount of debt. I'm unsure of how much exactly, so it has to be at least $10. Anyway, the King of Iron Fist Tournament 6 gets announced by Jin. Again, the lore here is a bit whack. It's suggested that Jin announced the King of Iron Fist Tournament 6 to lure Kazuya out. Either way, the tournament never finished due to World War III happening and Jin disappearing. Fair enough. So Paul decides to enter the tournament for prize money and hatches a plan. Instead of
Messy. Dude, that tournament crap was just nothing but a distraction to just prevent anybody who like go and straight up take out Jin. But people truly want to take out Jin and then some. The tournament had to happen. No big distraction. While Jin is doing like stuff behind the scenes. And it's like, how would Jin know that Azu's Ghost was like be resurrected? Does he have people at Egypt looking over the temple, see if Azazel out or not? Does he have people? I don't think he did. But you have to go there. And he wasn't first. I think Kazuya was first. And then he left because he didn't feel like fighting. Even though in Tekken 5 we can prove it showed us that he could transform to his devil form and smack the floor with freaking Lars. And those were the laws. And Kazuya would have killed, I think he would have killed Azazel, and he got the power and ruled the world, and Jin would get mollywopped. Kazuya would have won if he just remembered that he had a power set that can body Lars right then and there. But nah, it was Lars, so he could lose right now. So for the power of the plot, he had to just bow out. And the flashbang was enough too. With the thanks of Anna Williams, bro. Anna Williams is the better sister, bro. Nina sucks. Her personality stinks. And that's definitely written that way too. Never forget the first ending of Nina Williams, where she was stealing her sister's shoes, and Nina smacked her to even have that accusation, and then the ending showed that yeah, she actually did steal her shoes. They make her a freaking piece of garbage, bro. She's a garbage person. I'm so glad Steve found better, bro. Steve should look for Anna. That Anna would treat Steve better on me. He would have. She would have been a great aunt to Steve if she's around. Or she cared. I hope she cared because Steve apparently moved on because Anna legit is a piece of garbage person.
for prize money and hatches a plan. Instead of it being just him going for the prize money, what if he had a team? So he gets Martial Law and Steve Fox to enter to increase the odds of them getting the prize money. Short diversion, if you make it through the arcade mode in Tekken 6, you see that Paul and Marshall had some devious tricks to make it all the way to the finals. Laxatives, boarding up other contestants, and then they try to rig the finals. And this just sucks. Paul is all about proving he's the strongest.
And this is the thing. This is okay. This is stupid. I know this is dumb. What they doing, like, scamming people, whatnot. One can say that this is like would be against their character type of thing, but I do believe. I wonder they did the same thing like in Tekken 8 too, like when they like throwing hands. No doubt in my mind, lost through the fight, and freaking Paul took the money of the. I gotta listen to him when he say it.
Strongest. The Paul I know wouldn't resort to devious tricks. Also, why bother rigging the finals? Just have one of you win and share the prize money. Dumb ending. Anyway, that isn't even canon. The tournament got called off due to Jin going missing. So all we know is that Paul has debt.
Like reminiscing that.
There's not too much to say about Paul in Tekken 7. A tournament got announced. He was going to enter for prize money. The tournament got cancelled due to Hachi being a dead boy, and Paul got sad. Now that's basically.
That's how I think, bro. I read the bio from Tekken 8. I think one with Kuma or somebody else that says that people all agreed that Heihachi was missing. They didn't say he was dead. They said was missing. I'm like, bro, how you not know that your boss was murdered by Kazuya of all people? If Kazuya really left and came back alive from whatever scuffle he had with Heihachi, you really think that your boss is alive, bro? Are you serious? You serious? My G. Come on. The dude is gone. In the world think that he... Nah, here's a BS. In this story, because of Akuma and what happened at the temple, people believe that Heihachi Mishima is dead again. So it's like... Like, why? Heihachi is missing, he's done. And the Zaibatsu should have fall afterwards, bro. It's still stupid. It's still stupid that they still had Zaibatsu running around, bro.
Basically it. According to the official Tekken 7 website, it states that Kuma is the better fighter of the two. Let's just move on. Paul fans were waiting, hopeful for the redemption arc that Paul deserved, and then his reveal trailer dropped.
Hey, yo, what the?
Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I don't mind Paul's look in Tekken 8. I know people have been saying he has that let me speak to the manager haircut.
I don't like it. If you watch my trailer reaction to this, I'm just clowning it, bro. It's some Karen haircut type of thing. And people trying to like cope with it like, oh, it's him showing his maturity. What? No, bro. Give him his hair down look. Give him a ponytail, bro. Like ponytail, like hair, like showing, like hair showed up with the bangs or whatever. Then you just like have the hair tied up, whatever. Like, or having like hair down type beat. You know, something like cool, whatever. Or maybe, I don't know, have that and cut his hair. You know? You could still have the original hair. Like in the game. This one? Yeah, I don't know what the heck Harada was cooking with this one, bro. Yuck.
But I don't think it's that bad. It's not perfect, but it's not horrible. Give it a solid 6 out of 10.
No one asking for perfection. No, stupid card. No one asking for perfection when it comes to hairstyle. I want great things. You already have like a list of things to give to Paul when it comes to like, you know, potential hair. Like, you have his short hair, right? It didn't have to be this. It didn't have to be this. Like, a man pushing like what? Pushing in his 60s or early 50s? How does it make sense, bro? I never seen a man like around Paul's age like rocking like this, bro. Not even a biker in my city. Heck nah. Like the most they'd have is like that hair dye biker look, like some mohawks, some spikes, whatever. Cool stuff like that, bro. But this, nah, bro.
So, story-wise, he defeats Law to earn his spot in the tournament, representing North America Block A. He states that he's keen to give Kazuya a good smack in the face, so potential rematch on the cards. The tournament gets cut early due to Kazuya releasing that Azazel guy, and Paul joins Team Jin to help against Kazuya's tyranny.
Hey, let's talk about how Kazuya knowing that information, like how he could like resurrect Azazel with Zafina as like a conduit. In a sense, because that's stupid. That's dumb. And the whole dark energy crap, rip that straight from freaking KOF, man. Like King of Fighters type beat, and that's literally all of their freaking reason of like the plot for every tournament. Have people fight energy, power up some device or a person, rinse and repeat. Almost every KOF game ever had that same plot, general plot throughout all the major tournaments. It never changed. Never changed whatsoever. What's the point? I had to play the game. Play the game.
Kazuya's tyranny. To help against Kazuya's tyranny. As Paul helps on the battlefield, his friend Marshall jumps in to combat him. It's revealed that Marshall has joined G-Corp, I assume for money. What a surprise. It's revealed that they had a pact to share the prize money, but Paul has already gone and spent the earnings. So I gotta say, that is the quickest payout ever considering the circumstances. And what the hell did Paul spend it on already? He did say there was none left, so he obviously received something. Dog move, Paul. After Paul defeats Law, we get this heartfelt...
That is stupid. How big was your debt, dude? This is some artificial conflict for no reason. It's still it make no sense. If you explored that, yo, my son Forrest Law is in critical condition. I need that money right away. Nino hit me up saying like, yo, you need some money? Join this war. You know? Now, the moral ambiguity with this is that they gotta fight people in this war. Well, it comes to like, you get to the soldiers. I guess the fighters don't have no problem with that because they're in a war, right? They should have no like have some moral conflict when it comes to like taking lives. You know, leave that to the grunts or the Jack 6s or Jack 8, Jack 7s, whatever 6s, maybe 7s. No, Jack 7s. I'm sorry, Jack 7s and Jack 8. And if morals be damned, right? Like. And then you see the Kuma crap too.
Scene where Kuma jumps into battle Paul and accidentally saves Paul's life by taking a missile to the back. Paul misunderstands the situation, thinking Kuma saved his life on purpose, and I think this happy accident has squashed the beef between Paul and Kuma. Because in the ending credits, we see this photo of Paul and Kuma standing together. Sort of. Yeah. And that's a wrap on his current war status. He's still out to prove he's the strongest in the universe and to pay off his debt. I think. Maybe that's what he spent the money on. I don't know. So as I said earlier in the video, I feel as though they had a perfect opportunity for Paul to regain some respect in Tekken 8 without impacting the story at all. Here's what I would have done. Okay, so Kazuya has arrived at the Kazuma Sanctum, where Jin is regaining his powers. As Kazuya walks up, he is confronted by, not you, Paul! We never settled our score. You? Don't make me laugh.
Bro, just come out of nowhere. Come on. No. Look, unless Lars considered Paul to be no, he should have done his research. Lee Chaolan was there. Lee knows Paul. What? Are you serious? Nah, bro. Lee should have recommended, hey, yo, Lars, take Paul with you. If you had a better chance of survival, he's your man. Done. I mean, alright. But bro did actually beat Ogre, right? Even though we're not his true form, he still beat Ogre. Like, what the? He should have knowledge of being like a supernatural being. You know what I'm saying? And, we should know who Law and Paul are. Last time I checked, Lee trained with both of them. So what the hell happened? Y'all ain't friends no more? Nah, I forgot. He got replaced by Steve Fox. With Steve, the Steve crap, dodging bullets. I mean, compare that to Reina, who's like using her electrics to like dash those bullets away. I'm like, bro, everybody just reacted to bullets like that, huh? I wouldn't be surprised. Yo, come on, dude. And with that, like, this just shows that Tekken characters are most definitely stronger than the Baki characters. Maybe some of the Kengan characters. Kengan Ashura. Yeah, Tekken like up there. If I rank them, I'll say Intertwine. Maybe Intertwine. Nah, maybe I'll have like Kengan right here, somewhat, but very close to Baki. And you have Tekken right here. The gap is that wide when it comes to power, man. Trust me, man. It's that simple, bro. If you have like disagree on that, comment your thoughts down below, alright?
Get out of my way and I won't humiliate you. What am I doing? Oh, sorry. Stay in character. Humiliate? Haven't you heard? I'm the strongest in the universe. This delusion of yours will be your downfall. Paul thinks to himself, I don't need to win. I just need to hold him off long enough to buy Jin as much time as possible. It's an intense battle, with Paul at one point knocking Kaz back with his Phoenix Smasher. You are truly one of the strong.
I mean, this doesn't work if Paul doesn't have a relationship with Jin, okay? Bloodline, if anything, would have shown that there could have been like a good good mentorship with Paul and Jin, if that was ever established, but it wasn't. So this doesn't really work all that much unless Paul actually talked to Jin during Tekken 8, which he didn't. He had no complaints. And what's even worse is that this man got paid to join the war and still got paid before he got paid from the tournament. So he got a bunch of money, bro. And you telling me that Paul didn't call off Law? Yo, Law, war gonna go crazy, bro. Yo, pull up. Because by this point, we have no reason as to why Paul kept the money away from Law. There was no reason whatsoever. They had no bad blood in Tekken 7. They were still boys. I assume so. Could that crap at the war? We say, oh, I spend it all. Makes zero sense. If you truly wanted Law to be against Paul, something had to be different. Something had to do with not just money, but like their friendship, bro. All this getting money crap, all this, try student schemes. Law should take the easy options, like actually just go to Kazuya. Instead of Nina going to Law should have went to Kazuya. Even though Kazuya's a messed up dude. Law should have begged for like, yo, let me join the war. Let me beat all the opponents. Save my son. Give me all the money. Same thing for Eddie, bro. Remember that? Get all that money to save his son, save Forest Law, and just get him out of his debts. And Kazuya would have cleared that for him if he just participated. And that's like the reason why this verse happened. That I guess Paul didn't Paul couldn't he was gonna give him the money, but that wouldn't be enough for Law. Law would have been a greedy bastard. Law, that would make sense. But it may sound like that Paul was just being greedy for no reason. And it doesn't make any sense. It's just him being greedy for the sake of greedy. It doesn't make sense. They're still friends. Why would he just go behind his back like that? It's so stupid, bro. Come on.
But enough is enough. It's at this moment that Kaz hits Paul with a huge amount of devil power, knocking Paul down.
No, they fight a little bit.
Knocking Paul down. As Paul struggles back to his feet, ready to go again, Lars jumps in to help hold off Kazuya and resume the original story. This is just a quick version, but I think this would have been a perfect way to revive that rivalry. Fuck. I think this would have been a perfect way to revive that rivalry between Paul and Kaz, and giving Paul some respect back, which I think he definitely deserves. Maybe in a different timeline. And that's it. Paul has a lot of feats that puts him in the upper tier of fighters, basically alongside the Mishimas, but unfortunately he keeps getting shafted into comedic relief situations. No I definitely think there can be a balance of both, but hey, maybe Tekken 9 will actually make Paul the strongest in the universe. Until then, enjoy your day.
Maybe my butt. Yo, I'm Weeknight. Yo, Weeknight, dope video. I like it a lot, but there's some issues I have with that. One, wake up to reality. Yo, listen, Weeknight, wake up to reality. Harada will never, ever make Paul a serious character again. There's no way. He had no reason to. If he feel like I need a clown to entertain my circus in a serious situation, then I'll just give it all to Paul. Law 2. Who cares? Besides him. He needs some clowns. Some comic relief. And Paul's number 1. He's number 1. Now, I would argue that we want to put a funny person to be Goofy. I'll give that to Craig Marduk. Because at this point, he's cool with King. He's not cool with Armor King. But you could do something with him. He could have been the big goof, right? Felt like being a hulking behemoth. Because he's not that strong. And you compare him to other characters. Physically strong. When it comes to martial arts. Bro getting washed. Washed, bro. Yeah, that's one of it. 2, the whole Paul versus Kazuya thing definitely work, but thematically, when it comes to redemption, connection with characters, he had to meet with Jen at some point, way before this. He didn't have to did he have to be paid for it, bro? I mean, how much they were paid? like in their yen. Wait, was it in their currency, dude? Don't tell me that like they companies paid off or users paid off or Lee Xiaolun paid off all the fighters to pull up, but just the tournament fighters. That's the weird thing, you know. They didn't have to do Lee. Stupid. Like how it was like come together, and nobody besides Leroy, besides Leo, no one's gonna pull up to help Jin with the concept of their heart. Paul didn't say nothing about Jin, which is odd. And once again, there was no connection between him and Jin. So Paul pulling up, Kazuya will be okay, but it doesn't do much for the story. Besides like rekindling their rivalry for that one point. And not even the tournament. Not even during the tournament. Because when Kazuya became a demon, why wasn't Paul there? What stopped Paul from even like not taking a chance to get a crack at Kazuya? Like he just what was he scared of Kazuya and he ran? I have to smack him in his face. Like, come on. Why did Paul left? Why anybody left? And then Dragunov wanted interest of the Devil Jin too? Would it be a great chance to like show what he can do? Nah, it made no sense because he had to fight with Victor on the opposite side type B. Even though Victor not Victor, even though Dragunov was on vacation. Like, and that's stupid. That's like the example right there. Like that's real dumb. It wouldn't make any sense. Kuma dipped, yeah. The guy who murdered your freaking father. You wasn't willing to give a crack at Kazuya. Devil or not. Should have been more people there. Harong, it makes sense. I guess your what North Korea, like Korea, like your country got smoked. Harong, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Kazuya did say like if a person lost, the country getting smoked. Like, that's some Hakai type thing. Like he's a Zeno from Dragon Ball Super. That when anyone lose, bye bye your universe type beat, you know. So that's it. Doesn't it wasn't shown. Not even an example, bro. Nothing was shown. So I couldn't connect to that. Didn't mean nothing to me. Paul as a character is cooked. Right? He's cooked to oblivion. There's nothing you can do about him. He's a comic relief character. Only thing you can do is hold the old Paul in your hearts, even my heart as well. I love Paul. This is a disgrace that you make him a flat out clown. People don't care about the no. They don't care. They don't care. You know, give me the fighting game. Give me the gameplay. That's a mindset right now. I don't blame that. Like you here for the gameplay, man. But the lore got interesting to me, man. So that's all I gotta say. So I appreciate y'all leave a like, comment your thoughts about this whole thing about Paul, and subscribe to the channel for more reactions. I'll be out. So I'll be safe, be easy, and be chill.